There will come a moment in your life, maybe it's right now, when everything feels like it's collapsing, when the people you counted on disappear, when the plans you made crumble in your hands, when you wake up one day and realize you're standing at the bottom with nothing. And in that silence, where the world stops expecting anything from you, there's a question that hits harder than anything else. What do I do now? Most people run from that question, but you're here, and that means you're ready to rebuild. This message is for the person who feels like life hit them too many times, too hard, too fast. For the person who's tired of pretending they're fine. For the one who's lost something, maybe everything, and doesn't know how to start again. It matters because rebuilding isn't about success. It isn't even about strength. It's about reclaiming the parts of yourself you thought were gone forever. And you're about to learn that starting from zero is not a curse. It's an invitation. There's a version of you that remembers what it felt like to be confident, to wake up with purpose, to look at the future with something that resembled hope. But life has a way of stripping us down, piece by piece, loss after loss, until even breathing starts to feel like effort. One day you look at yourself and think, where did I go? What happened to me? Maybe it was heartbreak, maybe failure, maybe you trusted the wrong person, maybe you trusted yourself, and you fell short. Whatever the reason, you ended up here at zero. But there's something nobody ever tells you about zero. It's quiet, it's empty, it's terrifying, but it's also the most powerful place a human being can stand. Because when you have nothing left to lose, you become capable of anything. But rebuilding doesn't start with motivation. It starts with honesty, the kind that hurts, the kind that forces you to face every crack in your foundation. You rebuild by admitting what broke you. You rebuild by forgiving yourself for all the times you collapsed. You rebuild by choosing again and again to rise anyway. Here's the truth nobody likes to admit. Rebuilding feels slow. Not because you're weak, not because you're behind, but because growth takes time even when your heart is ready. You're not just rebuilding your life, you're rebuilding your identity, your beliefs, your habits, your self-worth. The real work begins in those small, invisible decisions you make when nobody's watching. Getting out of bed when your mind tells you not to. Saying no to the things that keep breaking you. Choosing discipline over comfort. Choosing healing over escaping. Choosing to face the future even when the past still screams your name. Rebuilding is not a moment. It's 1,000 moments. Tiny ones, quiet ones, uncelebrated ones. But each one sets a brick in the foundation of who you are becoming. And slowly, so slowly you won't even notice at first, you'll feel something returning. Strength, clarity, fire. There will come a day, unexpected, ordinary, when you catch a glimpse of yourself in a mirror and pause. Because for the first time in a long time, you'll recognize the person staring back. Not the old you, not the broken you, but someone new, someone earned, someone who survived. And in that split second, you'll finally understand something. You were never rebuilding what you lost. You were building something stronger, something wiser, something you were always meant to become. Zero wasn't the end. Zero was the beginning. So if you're standing at the bottom right now, if life has stripped you down to nothing, good. This is where it all starts. Not where you pretend to be strong, but where you actually become strong. Not where you chase approval, but where you rebuild your worth from the inside out. You don't rebuild yourself in one leap. You rebuild yourself one decision, one step, one breath at a time. And one day, you'll look back at this moment, this version of you standing in the ruins, and you'll realize this was the moment you rose. This was the moment everything changed. This was the moment you started becoming unstoppable. You didn't start from zero, you started from experience. And that is the most powerful place to begin.